What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Real Life Florida Boy channel. As you can see, man, I'm just chilling in the backyard. Some peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. You gotta love that. It reminds me of something, man. It reminds me of this video that we're gonna do today. It's called the TV room. So before we get into this, man, I was on my looking at my channel before I decided to make a video, and let's get these subs up, guys. I want to see 500 strong. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Almost at 230 or 240. Let's get to 500. A lot of these prison genre channels, man, that run out of content. It's crazy. You can see it coming from a mile away. This one won't. I can guarantee you that. Alright, so I'm going to get into this video. As you can see, I got a Dolphins hat on. Miami Dolphins. I used to be a big football fan. I bought the hat, and in football season I'll wear it. But I don't pay attention to them, you know, mostly because they suck. But, you know, the chain gang, it kind of ruined football for me. When I was in there doing my bid, I hated the TV room for so many reasons, especially football. You'd be in there trying to watch a game, and all these boneheads are hooting and hollering, yes, slapping their hands, like screaming. Everybody's an analyst. Everybody knows everything. Everybody's calling the games. Unbelievable. So much stupidity in that room. It amazes me. You have a dude with like a 12-year bid, 10-year, 15, 20. He'll tell you every stat of the player on the team, all the players on the team. Their win-loss, their win ratio, how many yards he's going to get. Like, he'll know every stat. And not just that one team, like multiple teams. You know, he can memorize this, but he can't take his dumb ass down to the law library and file an appeal. What sense does that make? I mean, this is the stupidity in the TV room. So, speaking of football, I had a real good friend of mine. We're going to call him JD. JD and me, we went through a lot of things in the chain gang together. So many fights. But this particular one was in the TV room. JD used to run a football pool. He was a beast. He knew his shit. He always won. And he ran it too, which caused a lot of drama because they would say it was fixed and shit. I had to fight for that fucking stupid pool so many times. But we're both short at the time this happened. There's a college football game on, and I'm coming in from the yard. I got my workout in. I was reading a book or magazine, don't remember. Just made a fat goulash. I go to take a shit. I'm taking a shit, and you could feel the tension in the air. You could hear it. When something pops off in the chain gang, you just know. Especially if you've been in shit before, you definitely know. So I look up over the wall as I'm shitting, and sure enough, he's in the grid with this big black dude, Bo. He's my home team at the time, but he's in there with him. And I'm like, fuck, here we go. I like half wipe my ass. I run to the grid. I still have my Reeboks on. I got swamp ass. It's half wiped. Literally got toilet paper hanging out my shorts that I bought. The quarterly shorts. You can only buy clothes in Florida DOC like every 3 or 4 months. Forget what it is. Like the Reeboks, the gym shorts, and all that shit. I got literally toilet paper hanging out my ass, running to get my dogs back. You know, I never heard the end of that one either. But whatever. I'm going in. I'm going behind my dog. So I get there. I have to strut to the friggin' grid. The police run in. They're sitting, you know, everyone goes to their bunk, but you know, everybody's like wanting to see something. So, you know, I'm short at this time. I'm short. I go to JD. I'm like, "What's up, man? What do you want to do?" He's like, he don't say nothing. He's hard to read. He gets all mad. He don't say nothing. So I go to this dude, Bo. I'm like, "What's up, man? What you want to do?" He's like, "Just whatever your brother wants to do, this and that." So they talk it out, diffuse the situation. You know, thank God. The last thing I really wanted to do is bump over the fucking TV because I hated that fucking TV room. But thank God they talked it out. Whatever. What really had happened was, as I'm taking this shit, the analyst in there with the game, this and that. I guess JD was like, "Hey man, you know, shut up. I'm trying to listen to the game." He's like, "Man, F you, cracker, you know, F you, nigga, blah, blah, blah." So, you know, catch the wall, this and that, and that's how it started. So that's just a breakdown of how I lost the interest of football. And it wasn't just that particular incident, it was just years of it. Eventually I would just go in for the Super Bowl, because I would, you know, for 2 weeks everyone's talking about it. I go in there for like 20 minutes, I get so disgusted and fucking, I would just leave because the boneheads just, the ignorance level in that room, man, Jesus Christ. So yeah, fuck football. Fuck football. Sorry, football fans, but I lost a taste for it after that. But I'm gonna tell you another story. This one's crazy, and it involved my bunkie. Well, yeah, in prison you'll have a million bunkies because they're always moving around, getting changed dorms, going to confinement, blah 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 blah. But this particular bunkie, there's like a chain gang rule in Florida with the TV. Sports override everything. So that means, like, you know, everybody wants to watch movies and shit. You know, on the basic channel they give, the basic cable they give you. But if there's sports on, it could be golf. It's gonna override, you know, Bad Boys or whatever's on. But so sports overrides everything. Up in the Panhandle at Holmes where I was, there was there's like a generic BET channel, and they had music videos like every Sunday morning. It was like the top 10 music videos or whatever. So, you know, you got Beyonce's ass up there shaking, this and that. There was the head of the DBD, Death Before Dishonor. It's a Pensacola clique. It's like a home team gang, kind of like the X-Men, if you get the picture. His name was Big Red, about 240 pounds, golds in his mouth. I ended up hearing that he ended up reoffending and doing like 15 years. So that sucks for Big Red. But he put Beyonce on. She's up there shaking her ass, whatever. I was actually in the TV room at this point. Not that I wanted to be in there, but I was sitting on the last bench facing the door so I can shoot out to the rec yard and do what I had to do, handle what I had to handle. So I'm in there, and this Muslim dude walks in. He weighs about 140 pounds. He puts on cartoons. Yes, cartoons. You would be amazed how many grown men go like this to cartoons. It's unbelievable. So he puts on cartoons while like 20 people are watching Beyonce. Big Red's like, "Yo, what the fuck you putting on cartoons for? We're watching Beyonce's ass, blah, blah, blah." He's like, "No, we're watching cartoons." He's like, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get my brother your weight class to whoop you." So he calls my bunkie out. Now my bunkie, I knew he was a DVD, this and that, but I ain't never seen him bump. He was friendly and shit. He was cool. But, you know, don't get it twisted. When shit went down, he was affiliated with the River. So he gets in the grid and polishes this Muslim dude. Muslim dude don't hit him one time. My bunkie's swift with it. He's fresh out of jig camp. He's sidestepping. Bump. I'm like, yeah, that's my fucking bunkie. You know what I'm saying? And hates this dude. Hates him. So not even a lick the guy gets. Later on that night, I'm like, "Yeah, bunkie, you're kind of swift, dog." You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you're moving all right. You can't whoop me though. We're clowning and shit. And meanwhile, The Muslim dude that got whooped, he's walking around the open bay dorm. He's strapped up. His boots are on. He's walking around. He's pacing it. He's got pressure. You could tell he's feeling some type of way. I'm telling my bunkie, I'm like, bro, you might want to. This shit ain't over. But he's high. He's high off that victory because he really did polish the dude. Now I laced him up only because he was my bunkie. This dude's in a gang. His brother should have been peeping what I was peeping. But he didn't take my advice. The next day rolls around. I'm on the rec yard. I'm at the pull-up bar. The Muslim dude calls my bunkie out. He's like, yo, I want to run that back. My bunkie's like, what? Oh, I whooped you, bro. Like, it's whatever. Let's go. They hit the side of the building. They hit like the blind spot. My bunkie puts his set up. You know what I'm saying? He hits him with a two-piece. Bam, bam. The Muslim dude just like eats it. He takes a razor out and starts dicing my bunkie. Dicing him up. I play Death by Daylight and I love horror movies. But by far, this was top 3 nastiest things I've seen in my life. I remember his neck was there's blood shooting out like a fucking water fountain. His arms, like it wasn't just leaking, it was spurting out. It was disgusting. They ended up helicopter flying my bunkie to a hospital. I ended up seeing him months later. And mind you, he only had 3 years, two or 3 years. He ended up going home like with disgusting scars on his face, like deep, disgusting scars that would never heal right. You know what I'm saying? The Muslim dude, so they airlifted my bunkie. The Muslim dude, he throws the razor in I-95. Well, we used to call it I-95. White place did. I-95 is like the only toilet on the yard. Sometimes the guards would lock the dorms out, or they'll say mandatory rec or get out, shakedown, whatever the hell it was. And it's always one dumbass who drank way too much coffee and ate a big goulash, and he's like sitting there holding it. He has to go. And I-95 is like where everyone works out. They're doing pull-ups, they're doing dips, push-ups, people on their back squatting. You know, they go piss in it. You got the weirdos that are gunning the officers down. There's all shit all over the toilet. It never gets clean. He throws the blade in I-95. And just for the record, I would rather shit my pants 10 times before I use I-95. It is disgusting. I didn't even like to piss in it because you could just look at it. You'd be like, ugh. Dude, it was nasty. But yeah, man. So he throws it in I-95, and he ended up going to closed confinement over this, closed custody. They CM'd him over it, but he actually went to the jail up there and the Panhandle and caught a charge over that. So meat and potatoes is I'm back in the dorm and there's more DVDs in the dorm and there's more Muslims. So I'm sitting back like this. Fuck the TV. I got all the entertainment right here. You see what I'm saying? Fuck that TV. All right. So that's the TV room. What I want to do as far as training today is I was thinking about a really, really good book that I read. It's called Nutrient Timing. If y'all can find it and check it out, it's a great book. What it's about is about nutrient timing. You have a 45-minute anabolic window after you work out. It breaks down how taking twice the amount of carbs to protein, how it benefits your workouts, how you can grow, benefit, how taking any nutrients, supplements at the same time every day can super max out your workouts. It's got to be the best information I ever read out of any magazine, out of anything I got sent in. It's a great book. It's called Nutrient Timing. If you can't find it, if you don't have time to read, let the audio play. It's an awesome book. That's my training advice for this session. All right. bigmattfitnessman at mail.com. This is Fuck the TV. Nutrient timing. I'm out. Drop kick. Karate chop. Bitch slap that subscribe button. Like the video. Let's go, man. 500. I got content all day. From here on out, it's one video a week until them subs grow. And then I'll start dropping them. Alright, man. Y'all be easy. Stay up. Stay safe. And stay out.